Qudos boys. Chase, talk us through that one. Must be happy with the result there.
Yeah, happy with the result is probably a good way to phrase it. Guys figured out a way to get it done down the stretch. Derek and Xavier made some huge plays, all throughout the night. I thought Justin in the second half was really, really good. Found a way to dig out of some bad moments in the game for us.
I think 10 of Derek's 21 points came in that fourth quarter. Is that what you want to see from one of your biggest stars?
Yeah,
on the line?
For sure, yeah.
What did he change in his game? Why was he able to explode like that?
I think just probably, rose to the occasion a little bit, since the moment, since we needed a bucket. I think throughout the majority of the game, he was doing a great job of setting guys up. We missed some great looks. He still had 8 assists. So I think probably just felt like it was his time to make his mark, and he did just that.
They matched you for 3 quarters, leaving basically half of that fourth quarter. What did you do differently in that clutch stretch for the final 5 or 6 minutes?
Yeah, well, I thought we were pretty good in the majority of the second quarter and the early part of the third quarter when we built that big lead. And then we kind of, I don't know the right word, probably got distracted a little bit. Maybe I had something to do with that, but and they got back into it pretty quickly, and then we had to, sit down and play a game. And credit to Brisbane, they fought really hard that whole second half and came back and gave us all we can handle. And like I said, it was pretty much excellent. Derek and Justin making some big plays down the stretch. Jordy made some great plays too. Definitely mention him in there.
What did you mean by the distraction? The technical or what?
Yeah, sure.
Chase, it must feel, vindication might be a bit strong, but to see Justin and Derek step up the way they did tonight and put in that performance, particularly after all the chatter that the imports leaving at the end of last year, it must feel good to see those guys really step up. Yeah, we believe in them. It's just, an example on the court of what we see in training a lot. They're terrific players. Justin's obviously shown in this league before, and I think, through a couple games he's already shown how much more he can add in other ways than just defensively. He's been huge for us, getting steals, getting rebounds, made some huge hustle plays down the stretch to get us over the line. How did you feel the guys went on Aaron Baines tonight? Because he was really sort of firing early, but probably. Yeah, I mean, he hit some threes, but I like the fact that we held him to 2 twos and a few free throws. Obviously, he's a big body. It's not going to be easy to handle him around the basket, and we gave him a couple in the first half that I was hoping we'd swarm or whatever, and I think there was one early in the second where X came and just recognized come crowd and smashed down, and it kind of set the tone for how we guarded him down the stretch.
What did it mean to have the banner unfurled in front of, I think, 11,500 fans tonight?
Yeah, it was a cool moment. I said to X and Brucey when I came down, I said, you guys have hung that up there forever. Like, it's a neat acknowledgement for their hard work and the performances they put on last year.
Chase, last week you weren't happy with the defensive effort against the Illawarra Hawks. What did you make of the D tonight?
Again, Matty, like patches, it was okay. Stretches, not so good. I think our ability to get through screens tonight, maybe on the ball was great. Off the ball was hit or miss at times, and just led to too many open three-point looks for them. Obviously, it's a game. They make 15 threes, and we miss 14 free throws. You kind of wonder how you get to 100 and win, but guys did just that.
You happy with the pace the guys played with offensively tonight?
I think so. I think, that's the way we want to play. We can always even play faster in my mind, but pretty good.
And the big man combo of Tim and Jordan gave you some really good minutes tonight.
Yeah, it's great, to have those guys and Quad and X that we can play in a bunch of different combinations is really exciting for a coach. Obviously, can do a lot of different things, and I think Tim's been really good through 2 games. His center fields have been really, really good. Maybe hasn't showed up as much in the points or the rebounds, but he's given us great minutes. And then Jordy to come in and have the impact he did, it was great.
What about the contribution from the bench as a whole? I mean, obviously just from a points perspective, last week it was pretty much on the starters, but this week, Kawhi stepped up. We mentioned Jordan. You got great minutes out of him, so it must be pleasing to get that sort of production from your reserves.
Yeah, it was good. I think, if I'm honest, our bench group had some of our sloppier defensive moments. So while the scoring was good, I think we can play better defense in some of those moments, but it's not just any one person or group of players, it's all of us. So we got to be a lot better defensively going forward.
X, just a couple of things from me. First of all, just the emotion of seeing that banner that you were so much of a part of being raised to the roof.
It was mixed feelings. Just like it's really exciting to cherish what we did last year and to be a part of history, and then it's just tough to turn the page and get ready for a game. You know what I'm saying? Like the first 5 minutes, I'm just feeling about last year's season, all that kind of stuff, and it felt a bit tough just to turn the page from there. And I came out, had about 3 turnovers, and went 0 of 5. So, but yeah, it's all right. The game progressed, and I got better, I guess.
Not from the foul line.
Not from the foul line, though.
I wasn't going to mention it, but
Please don't.
actually, I will mention it.
You told me you weren't.
Well, you managed to bank one in, so there's that. And then raise your arms after you made one. Chase, there's been back-to-back games where the guys have struggled from the foul line. I mean, is it a concern, or is it just one of those things that's
Next question.
controllable and you don't worry about it too much?
Yeah, I think we had a game in the Blitz where we went like 21 of 22 or something like that. And, before back then we were running a lot after practice with free throws on the line. So maybe we'll have to get back to some of that.
He says with a side-eye glance. X, I got to ask, Derek Walton Jr., you've played with 2 great point guards, back-to-back years, Jalen last year and Derek Walton this year. I mean, what is it like to have a floor general like that can just make the right decision, the right play when you really need it to happen?
Yeah, it's absolute privilege. It makes my job a lot easier when I know I can just give it to the guards and make the right read every single time. I think Derek did a great job with the game, but was facilitating for the first 3 quarters, and the lane started opening up for himself to score in the clutch time. He makes everyone around him a lot better, and he's a great teammate.
Thanks, guys. That's it from me.
Anyone else? Thanks, boys.
Awesome. Appreciate
Great
it.
PC answer.
Thanks, guys.